there everybody, it's markcrilley. I'm back with another video. It's been a while since I did one of these videos where I start a drawing in one video and I get my suggestions from the viewers and allow them to help me complete it in the follow-up video. That's exactly what we're going to be doing today, and because it's summertime I thought I would do a sort of swimming pool themed drawing. It's so hot here in Michigan, I suppose maybe also where you are. But I just thought, let's get a swimming pool in here. Maybe it'll cool me down, just by way of my imagination. And those of you who saw the previous versions of this, you may remember that it generally involves 2 or 3 characters that are deliberately left blank. And so I'm drawing the head of one of these sort of chibi-ish characters right now. This is going to be, let's just call this character number 1. Who is going to be running toward a swimming pool. I'll go ahead and maybe sketch in the swimming pool so we know what we're heading toward here. And yeah, I am not going to decide who this character is at this stage in the video. I'm going to let you give me suggestions. That's right, you watching this video. You leave me some suggestions as to what these 3 different characters could be. Now, that generally means some sort of pre-existing, well-known character. It could be a character from the Marvel or DC universe. It could be basically any character that you're a fan of. Sometimes people suggest one of my characters. I suppose I could do that, but let's face it, I do an awful lot of promotion of my books on this channel, so I may avoid doing too much with that. But there's actually going to be a lot of blank space in the drawing, which allows for lots of little random objects and so forth. So these 3 characters that I'm going to draw running to leap into the pool are really just one of the different things that you can put suggestions for in terms of affecting the outcome of this illustration. And I suppose it's probably a tradition by now that this part, this sort of loosely sketched part, is done all real time just for this one video. And next week, next Friday, I'll come back after I've read all the different suggestions and begin to incorporate some of these ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and put the number 1 here, just in the head space of that character as he or she, I must emphasize, because I'm just sort of leaving these as generic characters. When you don't add any hair, it tends to register as a male character, but that is not my intention. All 3 of these could end up being female characters, if that's the way the suggestions go. In any case, I thought I'd try to draw this character with a slightly different running pose, get the maybe the reverse of that other running pose, get this arm in front. And yeah, like I said, I thought I could have leave a lot of space in this illustration for random objects. A slice of bacon, that suggestion tends to come up every time I do one of these. I don't know how it started. Somebody just, I think it was with the Halloween one, someone said, please draw a slice of bacon lying on the sidewalk. And I did, and the rest is history. Now, pretty much every time I do one of these, it has to involve bacon in some way. Why not? There's something just sort of naturally funny about it. So this is character number 2. And maybe before I move on to character number 3, I'll just, by way of giving you an idea of how things could go here, draw a little, like, inflatable inner tube. And again, leaving this very generic, but sometimes these inner tubes actually are shaped like an animal or shaped like some sort of character or something. So feel free to suggest what should the inner tube look like, and indeed we could start filling up all this blank space with various random objects. But for now, let's move on to this last character that I thought I could have already leaping up to dive into the pool. And add a little action to this scene as we imagine one by one all 3 of them splashing into the swimming pool, as I imagine some of you may want to do in real life. We've had quite the heat wave this summer. Don't know how it is where you are, but here in Michigan we are eager for the temperature to drop below 80 because it has been very, very hot. You know I'm desperate when I start talking about the weather. Crilly, are you really going to just talk about the weather in this video? You gotta be kidding. But that is basically it. As I wrap this up, I look forward to reading all of your interesting and, let's face it, probably kind of random suggestions. I tend to get people use their imaginations when I open it up for suggestions, and that's part of the fun. So I look forward to seeing what folks suggest for me to add into this illustration, whether it is related to swimming or not. Something tells me there will be a number of suggestions that are not related to swimming at all. I'll go ahead and put the number 3 here if people want to sort of say which number their suggestion is intended for. And again, they don't necessarily have to be wearing swimsuits. They could be wearing their normal costuming, you know, if it's a superhero or whatever. I leave that entirely to you, my friends. But let's get a few indications of water here. And I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks especially to those of you who leave suggestions. I look forward to reading them, and I look forward to mixing them in so as to do a collaboration with my viewers to finish this illustration. But for now, let's go ahead and lay down this pencil. I want to thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another one real soon.